A colleague recently gave me this amazing book. It's called Palestine Book, and it was created for the Jewish Palestine Pavilion at the New York World's Fair in 1939. It's an amazing, amazing volume about Israel, 10 years before there's an Israel, and the Jewish people just before the Holocaust. It's heartbreaking and heartwarming.
The World's Fair was sort of Epcot meets Coney Island. Among the dozens of country pavilions was the Jewish Palestine Pavilion. The pavilion was one of the few not sponsored by a government. It wasn't only about farms, cities, hospitals, and factories, but, according to the book, a refusal of a people to be driven into bitterness, panic, and despair. It's a weird book. There are ads for cigarettes and liquor, and right next to them are letters from world leaders supporting a Jewish homeland and condemning the persecution of the Jews. The goal of the book is to show off Jewish achievements in Palestine, but also to assert the Jewish claim to the Holy Land, especially as a refuge for persecuted Jews. There's this map, showing all the Arab lands and kingdoms next to the sliver of Palestine. Why a conflict, it asks. There's an emphasis on the carefully planned villages and cities of the Jews, compared to the unplanned, sprawling Arab villages. There's healthy, proud Jewish pioneers next to the Arab peasants who live in, quote, primitive conditions. You see in the essays an awareness of the Jewish-Arab conflict, but there seems to be a faith that Jewish Palestine will be a land of peace and brotherhood. What's sad, of course, is that the next 6 years would mock the promise of peace, and tens of millions would die.
The Palestine Book is a time capsule. It reminds you about the moral necessity of a Jewish homeland in 1939, but it also foreshadows the conflict that would still be with us 70 years later.